It's the 28th of November 2022. You're very welcome back. This is about migration and about elections and the subject of elections. And I'm going to be posting short, brief videos. Remember, there's two sayings. One is in farming, there'll always come a day, there'll always come good weather on one day or two if you're ready for it. There's another saying, fail to prepare and you prepare to fail. Fail to prepare and you prepare to fail. So now is the time to be getting ready. When we're fighting wind farms, and I'm advising groups on wind farms, we are fighting them a year before they even lodge the application. A year. We have all our access to information requests and everything in. Get out early. The early bird catches the early worm. One of the things you do in an election, folks, you decide if you're standing in a constituency, you do your homework there. Is that a good constituency to stand in? I have no doubt there will be people standing. Is that a good constituency? And you'll pick your constituency wherever it is. It could be in Dublin, doesn't matter. And the first thing you do is you get on to the register of electors. He's usually the returning officer. He's a council official and it could be a woman. Just get on, give them a ring, and you ask them for a map of the constituency. There it is there. There's one from Dublin. This one's from Dublin. I don't know where I get it, but this is what I got. I don't exactly know. There's my address on it, and you can get the map. Now just get on to your returning officer. It's a while ago since I did it. And get the map. Now here's what you get back. This is the map. There it is. There is the map of of Cavan Monaghan constituency. Right, it's in colour. And when you get it, go down and get it copied. Keep it carefully, and go down and get it copied. So get the map, and you'll see that that's a very strange map. There have been changes. So that map will be the most recent and up to date, and that means that you're not sending out people and you're not canvassing in areas that they have no vote. You have to make sure that you're in your constituency. There's no point in trying to get a vote somewhere else. No point. If you're in Dublin and you're in Crumlin, we'd say, I don't know where we say you're in Dublin Bay South. That's where you have to canvass. Other candidates can go there. So get a map of your constituency. The next thing we'll be looking at is getting the voters register. And you needn't do that to get the voters register. It's quite heavy until you're ready to go. But don't wait until the election is called. If you're thinking of running, have your map, have your voters register, look at the names down and all that. And if you have anyone that knows, local knowledge means a lot. Now, the thing about it is, the truth of the matter is in Ireland, people will not vote for you unless they know you. Generally speaking, they won't. I did an assessment of my own constituency, and I concluded that I'd get 250 votes, 2,500 votes in the last election. 2,500, not enough. That's first preference. You couldn't bring that up on transfers. Now, with all this going on, I might get maybe 3,500, maybe 4. And in a rural area, you have the different counties, and you'd have to get endorsements. So what I'm saying is, prepare with your map, prepare with your voters register. The next thing is, try and get endorsements from people who are well known. If there is some person that's well known, maybe only a shopkeeper in your area, see, will they say, I endorse this person. And that's why I'm trying to advise people who are on my side from putting sledgehammers through doors and shutters and things. It's not the right image to give. Try and get people to endorse you. Ring up somebody maybe that's a councillor, maybe has 1,000 votes under his pocket. He might say, right, I want Val to put it on the list. I want him to I want you to vote for Val. You see, and I want you to vote for him, and then that could bring in maybe 600 or 700 votes. So this is a classic mechanism. So I'll be briefing people on that. Very, very important on how this is done. It's extremely challenging thing to do. It puts pressure on the families, the partners, the children, and everything. And really, you know, unless you have a bit of support from your community and a bit of support when you're at home, then you have to consider, is it worthwhile? It's very, very challenging. But now is the time to prepare. I'll be seeing you maybe on Saturday, and the thing about it is, remember now what I've told you again, right off and get your map off the constituency you think you're going to run in, and next then work on getting the voters register, and don't have the people in the electoral offices making thousands of voters registers. Don't do that on them. But you have to treat them as public servants. Get one and get a copy yourself. Get an old photocopier, an old printer there, and get the inkjet or some of the cheap suppliers of ink, and run off your copies, that you know who's where and what's where, and that you're not outside your own constituency boundary. Does that make sense to you? Remember again, there'll always come a day, if you're ready for it, fail to prepare, and you prepare to fail. See you back for something else. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Good luck.